Already falling in line with the second episode of Logistics Expert. I'm pretty sure. Oh, geez. Now we have a bit of a problem. It's in. Let's go back home here. There we go. All right. Right. So I guess this is Steam Cloud enabled. We are on the second level of Logistics Expert. This is episode 2 of this stream. Um, so I started playing this game about a week ago. Haven't touched it since I played it. But let's see what happens here. I don't have any jobs, I don't think. What I was doing here. Yeah, let's grab a job here. Alright, so what is this? 44 in, 44 out? Sure, we'll take that. This looks a little bit more complicated. We'll take it anyways. We'll see what happens. I have 2 areas unlocked here now. Here comes our train. I'm gonna give this game a little bit more of a chance here. Let's see what happens. So basically, we're taking these crates off of the these shipping containers off of trains. And I forgot what it was to bring this down. Okay, there we go. Push it down. There's a targeting computer. What was it to lift it? E to lift it up. Well, that was down. X to grab it. That's what it was. Alright, so let's just put it right here, because I imagine this one shouldn't be too difficult. Alright, that drops. Oh, actually, you know what? We don't even need to drop it, because this train is going to be coming up right away anyway, so. Easy enough. So the game itself is fairly simple. So again, some early thoughts. The game itself doesn't appear to be all that challenging right now. Could be wrong, though. We'll see what happens in the next 20 minutes. So we're going to another 20 minutes of gameplay and see how we do. There should be another train coming in. I believe this is where we're going to be dropping off crate number 44. There we go. Oh, not quite over the top. So that finishes that off. What do I got now for money? Oops. 277. What else we got here for jobs? Nothing yet. 392, 226. Let's grab that job. It should be a fairly easy one. Let's keep our jobs coming in. Let's do a good roll rate as far as the jobs go. Should be another train coming in. Let's see what we got to pull off here. Which train is this? This is 56. So 56, 38. Alright, it shouldn't be too tough. So let's grab all of these. As of yet, I haven't seen any penalty for exceeding the time for pulling these off the train. Oops, I really got to change my button mappings. Can't remember if there was actually a way to change button mappings for this thing. Super easy. I don't see any bonuses either for. I don't see any bonuses either for completing the offload or the unload early. So as it sits, there's no urgency to actually move any faster than you normally would. You can pretty much take your time. There is no collision damage. I think one of the important things about a game and what makes a game is there has to be some challenge involved. You know, I don't know if devs are still in active development of this product, but I think there's some serious potential here if some things could be added, primarily things like a damage model. You know, at least it provides a sense of like a need to be careful with your with your shipping. So now we need 56, 338, and 575. Oh, wait. I think 56, 338, and 575 need to go out. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to test a couple of things here. We're actually going to let the time run out. Let's do a little bit of testing here. I'm curious to see if there is, in fact, some sort of a penalty for waiting. So what I'll do is I will wait for the time to come out. It's actually I'll probably edit this video. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do that. I will be back in just a second when the time runs out. I'll continue loading this on there, and then once the time runs out, we'll see what happens. Ooh. Actually, I don't think this... Oh, this is the one that needs to go out. We'll let the time run out on the last couple of containers here. Alright, so I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Actually, when the timer itself runs out. Alright, timer's run out. Doesn't appear to be any kind of penalty yet. I should be able to finish this off. Let's find out if there's a penalty at the end of it for finishing off late. So 56, 338, and 575. So I need to grab 338. Alright, so there's a spot for 338. Bear in mind my timer has run out. So let's put it down. Ching. Alright, so now off it goes, I think. Yes. And away it goes, and the next one should be 811 going out. So let's grab 811. So far the most challenging thing I've seen so far with this game is are the ones that require more open, I guess, spots than you have, or more open spots for containers than you actually have. So if there's 5 containers that you're dealing with, then you need to stack them in such a way as that you can get the other one out, or get them out in the correct order. But that hasn't happened much so far. I think it happened in the last stream. It's been a week since I've seen this last stream, so it looks as though that there's not much challenger. So I still made $665. Let's see what else is on. What do we got here? 906. So let's accept that. And let's do another test here. So I was supposed to get $906 for that particular job. So we're going to let the timer run out one more time. And we'll see what happens when the timer itself runs out. If I miss the point to take the container off the train. So we're going to let that ride out. So the timer should start right away. There it is. Right now we'll be back just before the timer runs out. Let's find out what happens if that timer runs out. We're gonna see what happens. So I'm supposed to earn 906. Let's see if we get any less for letting the timer run out. All right, so here we are. The timer's right about to run out. 15 seconds to go. So let's find out what happens when the timer itself runs out. If I haven't offloaded the stuff, we're gonna let it run out, offload it, and still see if we earn the $906 that we were supposed to earn. So there goes the timer. The train is still here. It hasn't left. So there's no, as I suspected, there's no urgency to remove the containers from the train. So we will remove the containers from the train as required. Let's just make sure that we're not... Okay, so there's 4. I think 1903. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. Is that right? 906? Uh-oh. It was supposed to be the 906 here. Yeah, well, I'm supposed to earn $243. So let's see. I thought it was 906. This is the wrong shipment. But anyways, so we're supposed to earn $243 for this. Let's see what happens when we're late. So we'll let the timer run out again for this next one and see what happens. Should have a train coming up. Oh, here it comes. That train took a lot longer than I expected it to. But yet here it is. Excellent. So let's let this timer run out one more time and see what happens. So we're at 2 minutes, so I'll be back just before the timer runs out, and let's see if we get that $243. Alright, so here we are now at about 10 seconds to go. We're going to let this timer run out. See if we still earn the same amount of money, or if there's any kind of a penalty for being late. As expected, the train has not left. So here we are. We'll drop these containers onto their respective areas, as agreed upon in the shipping contract. Oops. Alright, and off it goes. So we made 660. Oh, okay. $665. So there's half that needs to happen and half that needs to... I'm not sure if I actually was penalized for that. It doesn't look like I was. Looks like I still made a fair amount of money. So what have we got here? This one was the one where we were supposed to earn 906. Let's accept that one. Let's try this one more time. So this is the one where I was supposed to earn $906. So we're going to have to do some math, I think, at the end of this. And let's see if it actually adds up to $906. So I need to pull off 42, 277, 529. So I think they're lined up together. So you know what? We're going to do this one more time here. We're going to let timers run out for both ship in and ship out. And let's see what actually happens. Alright, so here we are right around the 10-second mark for this timer. We're going to wait until it runs out before we clamp onto these shipping containers. And there goes the timer. So this time I'm going to calculate exactly what we make off of this job. Let's grab all these containers. Let's put them down where they need to be. Controls, though, on a plus side are pretty intuitive. I feel like... Oops, that's not what we wanted to do. Let's go back there. I feel like we could have used a mix of controls for crane. It seems like everything is allocated to the keyboard. I don't know if you can remap these controls. Let's find out, actually. Is that possible to remap the controls? Because I would really like to have the controls mapped. So, oops, that's not what we want to do. Do we have options? Options. Nope, that's not what we want. That's money. Okay, well, it doesn't appear we can remap controls. What's this? Oh, here's your controls. Turn right, turn left, handbrake, lift up, push down. Grab is X. Can we map it to the right? Oh, we can map it to the right mouse button. Cool. Alright, so that's kind of what I wanted to do. So that's a positive. Oops. Let's keep going on that. Alright, so let's pull off the rest of these, because I feel like using the crane with your left hand on the keyboard and then using the actual clamping mechanism or the grab mechanism and mapping it to a mouse button is far easier. Alright, so yeah, there we go. That's much better. That's much better. That seems a little bit more intuitive. Okay, so we're grabbing all these guys. And then we'll keep a running tally of what we actually earn. And we'll find out if it totals up to $906. Alright, there we go. So off it goes. Now, which part is next here? We've got 42, 277, and 59. So 679.5. It looks like we might be getting penalized. Let's find out. If we are getting penalized, that's great, because that way, at least I know that there's some consequence to not finishing the delivery on time. Alright, so what am I trying to do here? So we need 42, 277, 40, and 529. Alright, so let's grab those. 42 goes here. Oops. Shoot. That's a little confusing. Alright. So we're going to leave it. We're going to leave it for a few more minutes again. We're going to let this timer run out and see what happens. And we will be right back just before the timer runs out. Right, here we are once again right around the 10-second mark for this. Let's find out if we're going to get this or if we're going to get penalized for letting the timer run out. Alright. So, oh shoot. I meant to put that down. Haha, I forgot what I was doing. Alright, so that one goes. Drop that. What else needed to go? 42, 277, 529. That's the one we needed. Okay, so 277 goes here. Cool. Alright. It's looking like I will actually get penalized for it. I wish there was some indicator that said I was being penalized for it, saying like you lost this much money for allowing the timer to run out. Alright, there we go. Off it goes. We're going to let all these timers run out, actually. 77, that last one. So we're supposed to get... Not sure what we're supposed to get for that. But we'll find out. 453. Yeah, it looks like as time goes, the actual pricing is dwindling. How much money do I have? 45.63. Apparently you can buy other stuff here. Port station, transport driveways and parking. Okay. Alright, let's try that. Alright, so actually, you know what? We're going to let this run out. So we got about a minute and a half. I'll be back when this timer runs out, and then we'll see what happens. Here we are right around the 10-second mark here, so I'm going to wait for this to run out before I put this onto the platform. Again, we were supposed to earn $906 for this. Let's find out exactly what we earn. And let's see. Okay, so there is in fact a penalty for not completing it on time. Cool, well we found that out. We have, next time I think what I'm going to do, we can buy a port or parking. Oh, this is 10,000. We're going to save up some money and see if we can't buy this port. Because that, I imagine, is the... Oh, we got more coming in. That, I imagine, unlocks some new missions. I think that's going to be the harbor. So we'll try and earn some more next time. Well, once again, thank you very much for joining me. Most of my streams involve economics and simulations, agricultural, reviewing things as we go. So we're going to, next time what we're going to do is we're going to try and get that harbor going. And we'll see if there's some additional depth to this game. So far so good. We'll see you again soon.